I'm so happy there's nobody sitting in the front row. This is my first time ever doing this, and I'm like 30 seconds away from just puking all over the place right now. Okay, so I've actually never done comedy before. I'm actually a full-time DJ. I normally do like weddings, house parties, things like that. But I always see that when I do like bars, clubs, I always come home to like really, really weird Facebook friend requests from interesting people. And when I say interesting people, I mean abrasive, obnoxious people who live on the north side of Milwaukee. And when I get like these Facebook friend requests, one time I actually opened for Keisha Cole at the rave, and I came home and I had this Facebook friend request from a woman whose name was Boom Chica Swag times a Million Jones. Now I actually never met Boom Chica before, but I'm pretty sure that Swag times a Million is not part of her government name. That's not her parents' name or Swag times a Million. But like, I don't understand why people do that. Why people add fake names on Facebook. Like, it tries to decipher from the other Boom Chicas on Facebook. Like you go to Milwaukee King class of 2000 and you're trying to look up somebody you went to homeroom with, and you're like, did I have homeroom with Boom Chica Swag times a Million Jones? Or was it Boom Chica My Baby Daddy Ain't Shit Jones? I don't know. I just add both. But the only thing worse than adding people who have just like the fake middle names on Facebook are people who have fake names on Facebook as a whole. Like, I have this buddy named Antonio, and 4 years ago he was playing basketball, and he broke his finger. So he took a picture of this crooked broken finger and put it as his profile picture, and then changed his Facebook name to Crooked Finger. Well, 4 years later, his Facebook name it's still Crooked Finger, and like, he always has these funny status updates like, somebody mailed me my driver's license, I don't even know I lost it, ha ha ha, and somebody would comment, ha ha, that's hilarious, who the fuck are you? And they asked who the fuck he was because when they were going through their grade school yearbook, they didn't remember learning long division with a guy named Crooked Finger. So, but Facebook's good too. So like, Facebook has a great way of determining who the major sluts are, and the biggest way to determine who a slut is on Facebook, it's the girls who take their last name off and replace it with their middle name. So if like you know a girl named Megan Smith and all of a sudden her Facebook name is Megan Elizabeth, there's a 99% chance that she's holding one in each hand at this very moment. So, I mean, I don't get it. I don't get why the girls do it, but like, I met a girl out at a bar a couple weeks ago, and she seemed like a pretty wholesome girl. So then we were chatting a little bit, and her name was Anita Peterson, and I came home and I got this Facebook friend request from her, and her name was Anita Marie, and I was like, God, I could have fucked that girl last night. And I know there's at least one girl in the crowd right now, like her Facebook name is Danielle Marie, and she just has her head down like, I'm such a whore, it's true. But, you know, I use words like whore and slut and things like that. I'm actually a pretty wholesome individual. Like, you know, I'm a pretty romantic guy. You know, I'm the kind of guy, like, I'll play Sade when I'm having sex with a girl, and like these Bath and Body Works candles and things like that. But I have one buddy who's the complete opposite. Like, he likes choking women out during sex, and he likes to like throw like laundry baskets on them while he like gets them from behind. Like, it's crazy stuff. He says he's to the point right now where just on a first date, he just likes to ask women like straight up if they like to get shit on. And I told him, like, what? One who does that, two, like, what? How does that come up in normal conversation? Like a first date, especially. Like, you're supposed to go to Starbucks and get like a half-calf skinny macchiato and talk about things that matter and where you want to go in life and things like that. So I could see my buddy just being like, I'd love to volunteer at children's hospitals in their free time, and my heart just breaks for what's going on in Africa right now. And March is my favorite month because I love those shamrock shakes, and I love shitting on bitches. Like, that's the only way I could see him do this. And he's like, oh yeah, I just asked him straight up right away. And then we go home and we fuck like rabbits. I'm like, what? I've heard that expression before, like fuck like rabbits, but has anybody actually seen like rabbits have sex? So like when they say fuck like rabbits, I think of like putting on cottontails and like putting on rabbit ears and eating carrots and going home and just having sex like two regular human beings. I don't get it. But he's got these fetishes. I don't judge. I'm a good Christian boy. Like I mean, I've got fetishes of my own. I don't like strangling women or like taking dumps on their chest or anything like that. But I do have two fetishes of my own. Number one, I'm into women who wear white pants. I can't explain it. I don't care if it's the hot bartender over there or Rosie O'Donnell or your 206-year-old grandmother. If she's wearing white pants, I'm going to want to put something white on her face to match. Okay? So, and the second one is I have a thing for women who do yoga. I mean, it makes sense. Like women are hot because they do yoga, and women who do yoga are just hot. So I'm going to act out a scene really quick. I think I'm running short on time, but I got a quick minute. I actually graduated with a theater degree from Marquette, and they would say that guys who I'm trying to get this off. Guys who that's taking too much off. But guys who studied theater at Marquette, that they would rock your cocks off, not because they were good actors, but everybody but me was a flaming homosexual in the Marquette theater department. I actually did 18 push-ups today to prepare for this, so I started taking I actually got a relationship recently, and back on the market, so I'm starting to look again. So I started taking yoga classes at this the studio in Wauwatosa. So I was pretty into it. It was a hot yoga class, and we were doing like these side bends, and all of a sudden the instructor yelled for us to do a downward dog. So I'm leaning forward, and all of a sudden I looked at this girl, this 5'2" brunette, the hottest woman I've ever seen in my life, and then while I'm looking at her, she looks at me. And at this point, she's the kind of girl that you want to buy a diamond someday, but tonight you just want to give her a pubic zirconia. And so while I'm just staring this girl down, I'm just hypnotized by her eyes and her thighs, and I'm just memorized. And then suddenly I hear the instructor yell for us to do the bridge, which is a move where we're on our backs, and then suddenly. I'm telling you guys, if you're looking at the hottest girl in the hot yoga class and you're staring her down with an 8-inch erection to the ceiling, you have absolutely no chance with this girl whatsoever after the class. I know from experience, if you know what I mean. But that's it for me. That's my time. I'm Tony Varga. Namaste. Thank you guys.